Hello. I I'm just going to start because I don't expect anyone to actually be on today. But if you are watching this on my channel, my name is Sarah, and I'm the owner of Be Social Solutions, and we offer bookkeeping services here at Be Social Solutions. And today is just our Money Date Monday. And on Money Date Monday, you do your own bookkeeping, I do my bookkeeping, and it's just body doubling, me holding you accountable. So that way, if you know you have things that you need to get done, you have you have an event on your calendar and you know I'm going to show up. So therefore, it's easier for you to show up. I'm going to keep the chat open. You have to be a subscriber in order to send a message. And I'm just going to I'm not sharing my screen just for privacy purposes. But I'll be checking the chat here and there. We are only going for 30 minutes because most of the time, if you have everything synced up correctly within QuickBooks, you should be good to go. So with that said, I will check the chat periodically, but I'm going to go ahead and get started on my own bookkeeping so that way we can just get to work. This is my first time ever going live on YouTube. So I plan on making this so there's music in the background, like all those different things, but today I'm going for done better than perfect. So, let's just get started on our bookkeeping. And if you hear me talking to myself, don't mind me. I'm just having a little bit of a company meeting. That's what happens when you work from home, right? You have your own little company meeting. Move this over. Just getting all my windows set up. All righty. So let's go ahead and get to work. As you're joining on, if you do join the live, feel free to go ahead and put something in the chat just to say hi. So that way I can say hi back and know that you're you're getting something out of these lives. Okay. Again, as you join, I'm working on my bookkeeping as it says in the chat. And this is the time for you to work with me on your own bookkeeping. We're just doing them at the same time. So I'm going through all of my items in QuickBooks right now. I have my bank accounts linked up. And so it's just super simple for me to go in and categorize everything just because I have the just because I have everything synced correctly. If you're using QuickBooks, let me know in the comments so that way, or if you're using something else, let me know. I'd love to know. I've heard a lot about Zero, and I've also heard a lot about Wave. I used to use Wave before before I, um, before I switched over to QuickBooks, and I liked Wave. I just, um my accountant, my CPA actually works in QuickBooks, and I was having to do so much work to get everything to him. So I just decided to move over to QuickBooks. And also, I believe Wave decided to start charging for their accounting software, and the fees were at the time pretty comparable to the fees were pretty comparable to QuickBooks, so I just decided to switch over to QuickBooks. But if you're still using Wave or if you're using Zero, let me know. Looks like I have to sync my bank account back up for some reason. Gotta love it. Well, I'm glad this is happening on my account and none of my bookkeeping clients because I am not able to sync. My credit card is synced correctly, but even using the new way to share, it is not. I might have to do a chat with Intuit. Hmm. It looks like, let's see. All right, well, stay connected. All righty. Okay. I'm just popping on again as people join, or if you're coming in to this live and just wondering what the heck I'm doing. This live is for I'm doing my bookkeeping, and this is a time for you to do your bookkeeping, just so you're not doing it alone, because a lot of people just don't like doing their bookkeeping, but sometimes having someone there who is an experienced accountant. I was a corporate accountant for 18 years, and my company, Be Social Solutions, has been in business since formally formed the LLC in 2017. And I started with bookkeeping clients as a 1099 in 2016. So I know QuickBooks. I've been using QuickBooks for, man, 18 years. And so I started off with the desktop version, and now I've become more familiar with the QuickBooks Online. So I know sometimes it just takes someone else being there for you to show up, to just do your own bookkeeping. And when you have everything set up correctly within QuickBooks, all it does is take maybe 30 minutes max. I'm almost done with my bookkeeping because I was able to get my bank account to sync up correctly again. My credit card is synced up, and I'm in the process of just matching everything. I have to make one additional split because of a transaction that was just a one-off transaction where it's split, and then I will be done for the day, and we're only almost 14 minutes into this live. So if you start catching up on your bookkeeping, especially after this tax season, if you found that you were really just not prepared and you spent so much time just playing catch up for 25, let's get your 26 books caught up before we head into the month of May. So I'm just going to fix this one transaction, and then I'll run a P&L, and I'll look at my bank statement just to see how we're looking through the end of March, and look at my cash flow projections so I can really be proactive. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. So let me go here. Every couple of minutes, I'm just coming on since this is my first time going live where I am doing my bookkeeping. I don't want you to think that I'm just sitting here ignoring because I haven't figured out yet. I haven't figured out yet how to do a a slide, like a split screen where you can still see my face, but also have a slide up. I know I need to use, like, an outside program. Right now, I'm just using YouTube Studio. That's on my things to-do list, but I'm just taking imperfect action right now when it comes to this. So so right now, I am just going in and I am editing. I'm splitting a transaction that I had. Actually, that should be okay, so that needs to stay. So I'm just talking to myself. I'm just talking to myself as I'm doing this because even though I've been using QuickBooks for almost 2 decades, sometimes when they update things, it is not the most user-friendly way. So I need to talk to myself. Okay, so that is showing up. So what I'm doing now, I had to change an expense, and again, just for privacy, I'm just keeping my books to myself, just like you keep your books to yourself unless you hire me to do them. There we go. I'm going through and I'm double checking that the way I had to split up this one expense, that it's actually hitting the P&L correctly. And you're probably going to hear the trash truck soon because I work from home and it's trash day for me. Let's see. Let me go here. Okay. So let's get okay. I can't believe this. This 30 minutes is going by fast. And this is just kind of like a testament to show, even though I am familiar with QuickBooks, sometimes sometimes it takes a bit to get things the right way, even though you are familiar with it. Match that. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Make a note. Alrighty. So that is okay. If you guys have any suggestions beyond me knowing that I need to find a software where I can have a screen or a slide up to kind of explain what we're doing and be able to play music in the background so it's not just me. Um, I'd appreciate any of your suggestions. We are at 24 minutes and 35 seconds, and we're only going for 30 minutes for this live. So you can always come back and use these in the replay to make sure that you are getting time to work together, body double with someone, to do your QuickBooks or your Wave or your just your bookkeeping in general. If you would like to book a time where if you have specific questions involving your QuickBooks, your bookkeeping, I will have a link in the description. Let me see if I can go ahead and put that link here. I'll put the link in the chat as well. I don't know, since this is my first time doing a live, I don't know how this is going to, how the chat rolls over. So I have my bookkeeping interest form here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat. So that way, if you would like to book a 30-minute call with me just to be able to ask me some questions, that link, you can fill out that Google form, and that will allow me to know that, yes, you're interested, and you can get on my calendar. It's for 30 minutes, it's $75. And I'd be able to help you address any of your questions within that 30 minutes. And it's also a link for me to handle your monthly bookkeeping needs. My services start anywhere, they range anywhere from starting at 300 to 500, and cleanup services are available, but it's on a project basis. I provide a quote based off of the needs of the project. So as we're wrapping up this co-working session, I'd love to hear what you were able to accomplish in this live. For me, I was able to go through and number one, get my bank account synced back up with QuickBooks. For some reason, every week it's been losing the connectivity, and I don't know why. So I'm going to reach out to the Intuit team and find out why. It could just be because it's tax tax day just happened last Wednesday, I think it was. So it could just be updates or some goofiness on their end, but either way, I want to be able to know why, so that way my QuickBooks can stay connected to my bank. So I was able to get that connected, and I was able to go through my March transactions, and I was able to get those all cleaned up. I was able to split. I had a transaction I needed to split, and I was able to split one of those transactions for my credit card, for my business credit card. And then I was also able to rename some of the receipts that I had saved in my Google Drive accordingly for the different expenses that it was pertaining to my credit card. So I keep my expenses separate. I do not load my receipts into QuickBooks. I have my receipts, I have them saved on a hard drive, but I also have them saved on my Google Drive. And I have a shortcut set on my phone with a album where I take a picture, add it to the album, and the images are automatically uploaded to my Google Drive. So I have my paper copy, my static state hard drive, that where it's saved to, and then also my Google Drive. And I guess also my my iCloud, since my phone backs up to the iCloud. So that's how I handled my receipts, and that's what I was able to get done within this 30 minutes together, not even 30 minutes together. So that just shows how, and I was also able to review my P&L and also kind of look at my cash flow projections within QuickBooks, but also it's not hard to look and see. Just knowing your numbers allows you to be proactive. So I was able to accomplish a lot within this now it's 29 minutes together. So again, my name is Sarah. I'm the head bookkeeper here at Be Social Solutions, and I've been an accountant, a corporate accountant for 18 years, and I've been working in QuickBooks for a long time. And I've been in business. I incorporated my LLC in 2017. And I do not do any of my client work on these lives. It's only my own personal bookkeeping, just like you would be doing your bookkeeping for your business. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. I'll be monitoring the comments after this posts to my profile, my page, my feed, whatever you call it in the YouTube world. But also, if you're interested in working with me, my Google form for a bookkeeping interest form is in the comments. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. I saw a couple of people pop in and out. So if you were one of those, thank you very much. And I'll see you next Monday for our next Money Date Monday Live. Bye.